All right, chosen ones. So welcome back to another video on Antonicus Aurelius Motivates. I'm back out here again today in this matrix, and it is March the 8th, Sunday, 2026. So I just wanted to come back to y'all with another video, man. Tell you, chosen ones, you already know that you are living in a world where good is looked at as evil and evil is looked at as being good. Or basically, really it's like doing the right thing is looked at as being bad, or has been being looked at as being bad. And doing the wrong thing gets celebrated like it's the right thing to do. But you know it's not. You've always known it wasn't. And so that's the reason why you had to go through the pure hell that they put you through in this earth. But you're still standing. And all of their plots and schemes and plans to destroy you failed. And everything they tried to do to you, to slander your name, to backstab you, to betray you, to do what they did to you, to block your finances, to bring you down to $0.00. All of their wicked and evil things that they did to you failed. It backfired miserably. And everything they did to attempt, all their attempts to make you out to be the villain failed. All of that failed. And now you're rising into your best version of yourself. And there's nothing they can do to stop it. There's nothing at all they can do to stop it. Yeah, you're still going to have to, encounter obstacles and things that you're still going to have to overcome. Because that's just life. Also, that the spiritual warfare is intensifying right now, because you already know the enemy knows his time is short. That's the reason why you're seeing it manifesting in the physical realm, because everything that's going on you already know, chosen one, that everything is going on in the heavenly realm is manifesting itself in this physical realm. That's all that happens. Whatever is going on in the heavenly realm manifests itself stronger in this physical realm. You know that. There's a war going on right now in the heavenly realm. So the war has gotten more intense in the heavenly realms. So you see that manifesting itself in the physical realm. But it's been going on for a long time. It's just that all of hell is breaking loose now. And you know that. So you out here, a soldier on this battlefield, still maneuvering and still having to live your life covered in the blood and the spirit, living for the spirit and living by the spirit, the Holy Spirit guiding you where you have to go and to do what you have to do. And man, I just want to say, man, hey, y'all stay strong, chosen ones. Stay strong, because this whole situation is really testing you, in your faith and your strength every day out here, because they're trying to break you psychologically is what they're trying to do, trying to break you back down, trying to make you go back and plug back up to the matrix and conform. But you're not about to do that. You done came through too much to ever turn back now. You're not turning back for nothing. I just want to let y'all know, man, for those of you who are out there where you've had to lose everything. Some of you even had to live in your car. Some of you had to scrape change. Some of you had to just go through things that you didn't think you was going to be able to survive, and you still made it anyway. You made it through. For those of you who are like that, for those of you who's had attempts on your life as myself, for the truth, listen, you are not alone, man. I want you to know you're not alone. And yeah, it hurts, man. It hurts that, you know, that you had to be rejected and that nobody would accept you. But you know it's all worth it, because you know that it's a lonely road, and you know that it's less trodden, and that there's not people on this path because it's a narrow path. So you already know that you're not going to be liked, you're not going to be accepted, you're not going to be, you know, you're not going to have all the same success that that others have had who are of the world. Your success, you're gonna have a whole different you're gonna have a whole different type of success. See, your success won't look like the way the success of the world looks. The success of the world props itself up to stomp others down. The success of the world and the success that Satan gives the wicked and evil ones is a type of success that props itself up, glorifies itself. But you know you're not that type of person. You know that it's like a type of an idolization of yourself, or basically it's self-worship. You know, this whole thing of the success of the world that we see, that we have seen, and that we see now is being exposed for what it really is. It's got a lot of rituals behind it that are evil, and a lot of things that people did that had to do to get that type of level of success, and then they have to maintain that type of lifestyle in order to keep their success. So really, they're enslaved and they're enslaved by the elites and by those who have given them that success. Because we already know that all the record labels and stuff like that's been controlled by the elites and everything like that. If you sign, you know, if you sign up to the system, if you're in the system, if you're any way and shape and form of the system, then you have to comply. And anyone who has ever been in the public eye, we already know they've joined the secret societies, the fraternal organizations and stuff like that. And we know that it is not of our Lord and Savior. We know that it is totally against and opposed to Him. And we know that everything that they are doing is in alignment and agreement with the wicked, evil ones at the top of the pyramid of this earth. And all the forces of hell, the demonic forces of Satan, we know from the top down is working on the masses out here at the bottom. But see, the thing is that now the foundation of this system is collapsing because it's all built on lies. We already know that, right, chosen ones? We already know that. So we continue to shine our light regardless to all the loss out here on our assignment. And we continue to do our duty, man, our diligent duty, what we came to do, because And we have to live it every day. We are about that life, man. You know, they're not about that life. And as these times and stuff like this gets worse, we already know what the word said, chosen ones. We already know what it said. He said there would be more earthquakes would intensify in frequency. There would be wars and rumors of wars, and now we are seeing the wars, and nation would rise against nation. Now we're seeing that happen, and you already know all of that too, chosen one. You know that. You're aware of that. You're fully aware of that, because you're awake. You're not asleep. Excuse me. Sorry about my nose, man. But anyway, you're awake. You're not asleep. And so you already know that this battle is intensifying. Hold up, chosen one. Hold up. I'm gonna be right back with you in just a second. I'm right here at this location. Let me get right back with you. I'll be right back. All right, chosen one. So I'm back now, man. But like I was saying though, yeah, it's intensifying. It's intensifying. Everything is intensifying. And it's getting harder and harder every day to really see how we can continue on the way things are. We know we can't. And we know that this system does not work. We know that, right? We know that. We know that this system, it's gonna continue to cause us all to suffer as long as it continues on the way it is, because it's going to try to force us to do things that we know is not in agreement with who we know we are. And so that's the reason why they're doing what they're doing with this system. Or really it's the devil, Satan. That's the reason why he's doing what he's doing with this system, and why he's been really influencing all the authority figures and everything to make this system the way he's made this system, for the specific purpose to eventually one day force those who are not in agreement with it to bow. To the ones who refuse to bow, like myself and like many others of you chosen ones, you wouldn't bow to it. You done came to the point to where you had to do what you had to do, to cut everyone off out your life, or whatever you had to do to get yourself, alone with the Most High. You had to do that because they was all fake the whole time. And I'm just gonna move because, hold up one second. When I'm making the video, I'm also aware of my surroundings and people pulling up next to me with their windows down and stuff like that while I'm shooting the video. So I'm gonna go ahead and move over here to the other side. And we're just gonna keep on rolling on the film. I'm gonna keep on talking because we need to have serious discussions about this stuff, because this is a serious situation. But regardless of how many people try to brush this off, it's like this is like this stuff doesn't have any significance or anything, or like it's just like I said before, I told y'all I told y'all, man, it's not business as usual no more. And we saw all the things happen that happened. These were the signs, like the parable of the fig tree, right? He told us when we seen all these signs, we would know, right? He told us that we would know by the signs of the times. So these are the signs of the times, chosen one. And it really is something that we got to be very, very aware of every day. Every day. We have to be aware of this. We have to be plugged into the Most High and into His Word every day now, more than ever. And it's been harder and harder for me as well, because I've been totally alone. I mean, except for like God and my mom. And that's it, man. I've been totally alone. And I just can't trust nobody no more. You know, you can't trust nobody no more. It's something that's it's something that had to happen, because I mean, when you done had an attempt on your life and you don't know who did it, and you can't see no suspects, and the law enforcement ain't doing nothing, and you already know it's lawlessness out here, then you have to take the measures necessary to do what you have to do to protect your peace, to protect your well-being, and to do what you have to do, because you don't ever know. All it takes is just one wrong person to come into your life and mess you up. That's all it takes. It don't take nothing but just one wrong person to come into your life and mess you all up. So, hey, I just wanted to tell y'all, to those of you who have really done the inner work, you've went all in on yourself, and you've done everything you can to work towards your highest self, and to put in that work, and to do what you've been doing to stay away from the sin and the things that you know is gonna mess you up again or throw you back off a track. And you've been really just disciplining yourself, and you've been going a long time, and you've beat addictions and stuff like that on your own with the Most High, and that He set you free from all kind of things, you know, that He set you free already from all kind of things that you were entangled in before. I just want to give y'all props, man. I just want to give y'all props right now today, man. Each and every one of you who have done that. And I respect you, and nothing but respect for you. You know what I mean? Because I know how it is. You know, I know how it is. Hold up one second, chosen one. All right, I'm back with you real quick. I had to move from where I was at. But like I said, man, respect to y'all chosen ones who you really about that life, you know. You living it. You living it, and you doing it all on your own, and you holding it down. You still holding it down. I respect you for that, because it is very hard, and the temptations are still always there. They're always there, you know. It's very tempting to do things or to go try to be with people just because you don't want to be alone, or just because you don't want to be lonely. But you already know that's the tactics of the enemy The tactics of the enemy are that way intentionally. Because he wants you to feel alone so you can so you will go back to some of the same people who you know are not going to do nothing except for do the same thing to you all over again. So it's hard on you. It's hard on you. And I understand how it is, man. I understand how it feels. Because you want to be around people and stuff like that. You want to have relationships and stuff like that. Because you're a social creature. You know, all human beings, we are social creatures. We're not meant to be alone, man. Even the word of God said it's not good for man to be alone. That's the reason why he created man and woman, because it was not good for Adam to be alone. But you got a lot of these females out here, and I'm going to let y'all know for real, chosen one, you already know what it is with them. They just playing with you. They're just going to play games with you. That's all they're going to try to do. They're going to play games with you. They're going to string you along. And they're not going to be loyal to you. Because there's not no more loyalty now. And this is all because of the way they have programmed society. They've programmed the people to live this way. They've programmed the people into this type of way of living. And a lot of people, I ain't gonna lie, they take pleasure in that lifestyle. And it's easy because you know you were their chosen one. And you know you could easily get back entangled in it. It doesn't take that long to get back entangled in it. But you done fall through too much. Like I said, you done overcame way too much. All the things you done overcame and all the things you done beat. All the traps that the enemy laid for you, that you made it through, and that you went around and you were able to escape. God made a way for you to escape that for a reason. Don't ever forget that, man. Always remember that. Always remember what he helped you to, what he delivered you from, you know? Always remember that every day. I mean, I've learned how to embrace this type of, what we know they are using against me to, what I know they're using against me to try to break me. I've used this same isolation and everything they've put me in. I've used it to my advantage, really. See, everything that they do to you, they don't realize it's only making you stronger, chosen one. They don't realize they're creating a super soldier, a super soldier of God when they do the things to you that they do to you. They don't realize that the only thing they are doing to you is strengthening you. That's all they're doing to you. Because whatever don't kill you can only make you stronger. You know that. So like I said though, it's intensifying. Everything is, you know, is getting stronger, and the attacks, you know, they're never gonna stop from the enemy. As long as you hear, you're gonna face difficulties. But the way you handle it, that's what makes all the difference. The way you handle it. got to maintain. Like I said, you can't lose your head out here, chosen one. Because this environment, you must adapt to. You have to adapt to every environment you are in. Learn strategies. When you know what your enemy strategies are, you know how to subvert them. When you know what they're going to try, you're already 2 steps ahead of them. You're not going to play their games. And once they know that, doesn't mean that they ain't going to still try you. The enemy is very crafty. He is very crafty. His demons that embody a lot of these people will look for any loophole to exploit you, or look at any way to get you, to get to you, to try to mess you up on your job. Just little technicalities or anything like that. They'll use that against you too. That's another reason why you just got to remain silent. You can't really say nothing. Make sure you let your words be few in this season. The word said, the Lord said, something like, I'm trying to remember exactly what that word said, but it said, be graceful as doves, but wise as serpents. I mean, be as gentle as doves, but wise as serpents. Because you're dealing with serpents out here. You're dealing with snakes out here. They're all around you. That's who you're dealing with. And like I said, the deception is so strong and so powerful now. They will use any, and if you ain't got your full armor on, you can be deceived quickly, man. You got all kind of people out here, you know, they out here trying to suck you into some kind of scheme. Some kind of get rich quick scheme or something like that. And it's all scams. There's lots of scammers out here, especially on social media. Oh my God, it's terrible there. So be careful. This is the reason why I don't go on social media. Like I said, I done told y'all, I don't watch TV. I don't go on social media. I don't listen to the radio. I don't watch the news. I don't do none of that, because we already know all of that is psychological operations being ran by the Pentagon, the CIA, and everybody on the whole masses out here on the populace. Everything is propaganda. So you also see a lot of content creators out here on YouTube and stuff like that, who basically, if you go and watch their channel, all they doing is regurgitating the same thing the same reports they got off the media. That's all they're doing. They're regurgitating that back at you. They regurgitating things that was printed on the New York Post or out of the New York Times or off the Washington Post or Fox or CNN or CBS or ABC, CBS with the all-seeing eye, communist broadcasting system, you know, all of the CNN, constantly negative news, all of this stuff. And you know you can't listen to it, chosen one. You can't. If you do, you're being deceived, because it's all lies. And we can see now clearly, more so than ever, that it's always been lies. All of it. know? All of it. It's obvious. It's obvious. They're not for us. They showed us they wasn't when they went out from us. 1 John 2:19. You got the word, chosen one. It's up here in your mind, man. So until you get around like-minded people and other chosen ones, you can't listen to none of this stuff. You gotta maintain, man. Hold up, I'm gonna be right back with you. Hold on 1 second.